Now, moving on, the housing levy will contribute up to 73 billion shillings towards the affordable housing scheme. Housing Principal Secretary Charles Hinga says the funds will help the government construct over 200,000 housing units every year, with the aim of addressing the housing shortage in the country. The PS says the government is currently putting in place mechanisms that will projects.
The government-owned affordable housing scheme seeks to provide mass housing to thousands of Kenyans who are left out of the home ownership bracket. Launched in 2017, the affordable housing concept seeks to construct over 200,000 housing units every year, targeting low and middle-income earners. Currently, the provision of housing is characterized by inadequate supply, low urban home ownership, and widespread informal housing.
We have got about 36,000 units that are under construction as we speak, and those ones are ones that we have started. We had another 9,000 that were projects that we carried over from the Jubilee government into this government, and of course we didn't stop them, and they are under construction, and some of them are getting completed.
These challenges disproportionately affect low to moderate income earners. The program has, however, faced a myriad of challenges, among them shortage of construction materials such as steel and cement. The government is working on strategies aimed at stabilizing the cost of building materials through tax waivers and other incentives.
Cost is cost, and this cost are, public information. The cost of steel in just the last couple of months has gone up, in some instances, up to 90%. And these houses, the biggest cost is what? Cement and steel. So if we don't do anything on those two, we will not be able to tackle the issue of affordability. So we are constantly working on that.
Housing Principal Secretary Charles Hinga says 61 constituencies have been identified as possible housing projects and would be tendered in the coming days, while a total of 178 parcels of land are undergoing feasibility studies.
We have about 29 projects that we are awarding. First 29 projects which are what we are calling constituency-based housing. So these are about 200 units per constituency. So that group that is sitting in there, they're not just talking abstract issues. We are looking at, there is a site at Karachuonyo, okay? This site is going to need so many masons, is going to need so many plumbers, is going to need so many people.
Experts say that the youth will be incorporated in the projects to bridge the skill gap.
In terms of the technical and vocational training institutions, yes, they are giving us graduates who have done diplomas and artisanal courses, even from NITA. But when you look at them on the ground, when they are working on the ground, you find that there's a lot of skill gaps in terms of practical experience. And so we are working closely with NCA and National Industrial Training Authority so that, as the Principal Secretary said, we are going to have the construction sites as being a place where they can do the dual practical training. So they have the academic, which they're doing in the class, and then the practical part, they're going to be doing it on site.
Ndusha Mokami for Easy Friday.